GameDunzo.com.
Hey guys, it's SaVvy here, and I'm bringing you some sweet games. Right now, I've kind of decided on a new series, and it's going to be game releases of the week. And because I haven't been able to really post anything that's secure on GameDunzo, I'm going to start doing this whole series, and from the next video on, it's going to be strictly that week's games. The reason why I'm not going to do strictly this week's releases is because there were some really notable games that have come out, and I kind of want to touch on everything from March so that I can really show you what it's going to be all about. So let's get started. At the very end of February, we had SSX and Binary Domain, and SSX, by far one of the greatest games out there. I absolutely love it. It is the whole basis of this game is just to crush your opponent in tricks, races, and everything. And I loved it when it came out a long time ago in the original start of the franchise. And this is just put it head over heels above anything else they've released before it. It's a great game. If you don't have it, rent it, do something. You got to play it. It's just so worth it. With Binary Domain, I'm not a huge fan of the whole squad-based shooter, but it is a good game out there. And it's like a 7.5 out of 10, but that's just my rating on it. I want to continue on to the next week here, so let's go. At Mass Effect 3 right at the beginning of March. Great game. Love the whole series. Haven't played Mass Effect 3 a lot yet. Probably going to pick it up later. Might do a Let's Play series on my own channel with it, but I'm not too sure. But it is a 9.0, and rightly so. The only downside to it is it has a crappy ending. The whole ending is just... I'm not going to spoil it for those of you who are playing through it right now, just because it's not worth me to go through that one yet. But all I have to say is it's not the best ending, and from the last two, you kind of expected this great ending and this great game, and they've proven it. The gameplay and the content is great, but the game ending itself isn't as great. But they're going to redo it, and that's going to be good news to all you Mass Effect junkies out there. Great things that will come of it. We also had Street Fighter 10 Tekken versus Tekken. Not the greatest fighter, but it does have... I wasn't a big Street Fighter fan. I wasn't a big Tekken fan. I was a Soul Calibur guy. Loved the whole Soul Calibur series. And Street Fighter, I know it's the birth of an era when they started that up, but it is an 8.5. It is rightly so an 8.5. It's just a 3D, 1v1 combat. Not my favorite style, but it is somebody else's out there. MLB 12, the show. That is strictly a PlayStation 3 and Vita. MLB has always been something great, and it truly is something that a lot of people will like. I'm not a baseball fan, but for those out there, definitely a great game you'd have to pick up. Continuing on, we have the Silent Hill Downpour game. Thrillers were always my downfall. I am a little girl when it comes to those games. I can't do them. I tried to do Amnesia. Almost, it almost died. But, I tried to work through it. Silent Hill Downpour, great thriller game. Only a 7.5, but I don't think that's a justifiable review for it. It has this whole mysterious feel to it. The entire series has. And the 8th installment, it is a good game, and I really think that you guys should pick it up if you haven't, or at least try it out. That's the only real notable release of the 13th or that week. I just kind of think there's some games that are coming out kind of weird. The following week after that, we had Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. Resident Evil, the movie, loved the whole series of the movies. Great storyline. Yeah, sure, the fight scenes were pretty cool. And yet to see Mila Jovovich like that, awesome. But, you have the Resident Evil game series, and I honestly think that was stupid, okay? Really, you're going to have a great defined, visual effects, great storyline to it, but you're going to put in stupid shooting rules like Resident Evil 5. You stand there, you aim, you have to stop moving, because apparently if you keep running, you can't aim, which, if you think about it realistically, you can't aim as well, but you can still aim to shoot them. Why? Why would you stop to shoot them? I would keep running. Like I said, I'm a little girl. I'd be the one like that's at the head of the pack running away. No, you guys be sitting there dying, being eaten by zombies. I'd be like swimming. I'd be 10,000 miles away somewhere where there's no zombies that'll ever come near me, or I'd be in space somewhere near the moon. I'd just be a little girl that way. But moving on, we got Ninja Gaiden 3. Ninja Gaiden series was never, my strong point. I played Ninja Gaiden, the first one. Was an okay game. Never really liked it. I did get a chance to play this one. Not the best game. It is rated a 5.5, and it is justly rated a 5.5, just because it's just not the best game there. You got so many better games out there. Honestly, it should be better, but it isn't. The graphics, great. The fighting, okay. It's a bit of a button masher, though. And that's what I don't like about it. We got the Silent Hill HD collection that came out, though. That's just the revamp of some of the older games. Like Silent Hill 2 and 3 have been remastered and redone for you guys. Great set of games. Like I said, I'm a little girl when it comes to those thrillers, but you can honestly do it, and you'd love it. One of the next games that came out, Armored Core 5. Now, if you guys have never played Armored Core, it's kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. I used to have a game that was similar to it for the original Xbox, one of the first games that came out for it. I forget what it was called, but it was the same kind of robot fighting simulator. Armored Core 5 is basically a customizable robot that you design that will fight each other. And you could have tall walking, slow mammoth things that have huge firepower, huge defense, or you have really quick, hard-hitting, robots. It just all depends on what you are good at. This past week, games that have just come out, we had Ridge Racer Unbound. Rated an 8.0, it is an amazing racing series. If you have never played any of the Ridge Racer games, try it. It's not like Need for Speed. It's not like Gran Turismo. It's in its own right a great game, just because they have this feel when you're driving around. I was about to say shooting there, but you have this feel when you're driving around that's far different than anything else you could ever imagine. I'm just gonna move on now to Tiger Woods PGA Tour 13. Just wow, 13 of them, really? We're gonna go that far. It's rated at 6.5. Golf games, I'm usually a semi fan of them. I'm not a golfer, but you gotta have some respect for for those kind of games. But when you have 13 of them, it's not like one that comes out every year, like the hockey or the football or racing or anything like that. It's golf, and it's Tiger Woods PGA golf. And let's just face it, Tiger Woods, not a huge guy out in golf right now. We had the Gears of War 3 Forces of Nature map pack that was released. I always loved the Gears of War series, and for some reason I just felt that I didn't want to get Gears of War 3. And I'm not too sure, but, I think it was a good idea. Moving on to what's going to be released on Tuesday, which I hope this video is being posted up on April the 3rd, which is the Tuesday. We got Black Light Retribution. If you guys haven't tried it, if you guys haven't even seen the trailers for it, it is a great game. It is a PC only, but it is truly a great first-person shooter. I think you guys would really like it, and hopefully you will, see that it'll rival most games that you can get on the PC right now, and it's probably a good change of pace, especially for the Call of Duty players out there right now. Moving on to one of the last big games for this week, which would be Star Wars for the Kinect. It is, you are the controller. Never been a really huge Star Wars fan, but that's gonna be it. This game play is wrapping up, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this commentary. If you guys like it, rate it. I'm out. This has been SaVvy Canuck. Peace.
Friendly Hind inbound. Enemy sound detected. Securing Charlie. C secure. AC-1 area ready for deployment. Friendly Predator missile inbound. Friendly AC-130 in the air.